The transcripts have been voiced in this film by actors and edited for clarity, but the words were all relayed by GIDS clinicians to the Trust's medical director as part of the review process.
Let's pray that I am wrong. Because if I am not wrong, very many vulnerable children have been very poorly treated and will be left with potentially a lifetime of damage here. We're not talking about little things. The reality is, by not doing anything, children are potentially still being medically mismanaged. Maybe we are medicating gay kids, maybe we're medicating kids with autism, maybe we are medicating traumatised children. And if we are, we're doing bad things to these vulnerable kids. I was working with an executive on one case of assessment of a young person, and the executive member agrees to refer this person to the medical pathway within the first hour of meeting him.
And that is not supposed to happen?
Absolutely, it should never happen, because this is a pathway that will lead to huge changes for this young person. You know, it could lead to potentially infertility and so on.
I had a case. There was a lot of trauma in the family. The young person had come out initially as a lesbian and had faced a lot of homophobic bullying, both very subtly within the family and quite openly in school. And suddenly the young person changed their mind and they started identifying as trans. The young person had very clearly told me and my colleague that my mum wants the hormone more than I do. And when we took it to senior management, Polly Carmichael, she suggested that we refer, even though this was not clinically indicated.
The reality is that our concerns were raised all the time and were shut down.
People who raise concerns are seen as troublemaking and difficult. I think it is the case that somehow the organisation works to evacuate people who are not compliant.
When I raised concerns, I was told that I had to toe the line or I would never progress in my career. I kept saying to her, "Are we hurting children?" And she did not say no. I kept saying to her, "Will we get sued?" She did not say no. The only solace she gave me was that she said it would not be me that would be sued, it would be the Tavistock that would be sued. She was not able to say to me, "It's fine, we are not hurting the children."
There was a very clear message from senior management about being really cautious about how we talk to the safeguarding team at the TAVI, and specifically Sonia Appleby.
I know that Polly feels she does not like Sonia's scrutiny. I think that is odd. She is the Trust safeguarding lead.
Deborah Cohen, well, no one from the Tavistock and Portman NHS Foundation Trust agreed to be interviewed on the programme. But in a statement, the Trust said, GIDS is a safe and caring service which supports a wide range of children and young people grappling with distress about their gender identity. The Tavistock and Portman NHS Foundation Trust stands by its 2019 review of the service. We are confident that it fairly addressed the issues raised and strongly refute the allegations put to us by Newsnight. Safeguarding is of the utmost importance to the Trust. In August 2018, a safeguarding lead was created specifically for GIDS to reflect the growth in the service. This role fits within the well-understood safeguarding pathway and procedures across the Trust.